I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know how, and I don't need to know how. I just know it's working. I remember this is months ago at this point that I said this, and for some of you that have been around here for a while, you'll remember this. But that's why when things don't work out my way, when I don't get what I want, right? In that exact moment, I have hardwired myself through conscious repetition to respond with one word: perfect. You walk into a restaurant, hey, is it possible that we sit outside? Oh, sorry, all those tables are taken. Perfect. Inside's going to be a great experience, right? That's actually happened to me before at a restaurant where I asked them if we could be seated outside, and they said, no, there's no tables available. We said, perfect. I said, perfect, with a smile on my face, proceeded to walk to our table inside. Before they even bring us water, they say, hey, a table actually opened up outside. Would you guys like it? We would love it. We'll take it, right? Because you respond in a different way. And I'm not saying that, they're like, "Oh my gosh, he was so polite to us, like let's get this guy a table." Who knows? Maybe because of the vibration that I was in, right? And what I emitted in that moment, it creates a situation where, hey, you know what? I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know how, and I don't need to know how. I just know it's working, right? That person paid their bill. They got a phone call. Something happened somewhere else, and they received a phone call, and now they have to leave in a rush. They had to cut their dinner short. Hey, we need the tab. We got to go emergency. We'll take your table. Hope everything's all right. You don't know how it's going to work out, and you don't have to. So back to talking about it when it comes to with your business, cause is not just an action. Cause is mainly the thought. It's the belief. It's how you feel when no one's watching and when you're not getting what you want. See, if you don't like what you're receiving, it's on you to stop and examine your thoughts. Examine your energy. Examine what you are emitting out there that is causing you to not receive what you want. If you want a better harvest, start planting better seeds. Seeds are the causes. That's what Kevin was talking about. See, when you take this approach, you stop becoming the victim of circumstance. You become the creator of your reality. It's our response to any situation that becomes the new cause. So we always have to stay in control and maintain a high level of emotional intelligence. See, what I've realized is most people are actually taking the right actions and they're having the wrong thoughts. They're doing everything right except for monitoring, managing, maintaining, and being in control of their emission. They're doing everything right. If they're in sales, they're making the phone calls. If they're in network marketing, they're prospecting. If they're in trading, they're marking up charts and they're placing trades. They are doing the things that their managers and their bosses and their employers telling them, hey, if you do this, this is what you're going to get, and they're not performing. Why is that? Why can salesperson number one make 100 calls and close 3 deals, 4 deals, 5 deals, and salesperson number two makes 200 calls and can't close a deal? It's not the leads. It's not the script. It's not the product. They work for the same company. They're selling the same thing. One person's emitting the right frequency while the other is not. And most of the time, the person that's emitting the wrong frequency isn't doing it because they want to. They're doing it because something that appeared to be negative happened to them, and now their reaction became the cause for the effect. It never starts that way. No one ever goes into a sales call thinking, man, I'm not going to make any money today. No one's ever placed a trade and said, I cannot wait to blow my account. It doesn't work that way. It's not our initial intention, but what happens, it becomes our counter intention because of what happens to us. Does that make sense? Most people are going to click off this video and scroll to the next one, but not you. You're here because you're done repeating the same results. Join our free Mindset Reset Masterclass now, and I'll show you how to rewire your subconscious mind for success.